And we talked forever. She was like, I was at the liquor store with her on the phone, and she's like talking to me about what beers would work. And she's like, oh yeah, do that one because it works with this, because she's read the book. And she's like, oh, you could do this one. Oh, find something that's what'd she say? She said, find something English. I was like, Mom, nothing in this book is English. And she was like, yeah, but like Europe. And I was like, but Mom.
Oh my God. So
England does not equal Europe
anymore. When I was looking for a beer, I was like, I want to choose a beer that I really like, because I know I always choose IPAs, and I love Hefeweizens. And I was like, I would choose a Hefeweizen for this beer. And then I was like, wait, no, that's from Germany. I cannot choose a German beer for this book.
Oh, that's so funny, because I was like looking at Paulaner, and I was like, I should get Paulaner. And if you had gotten the same beer, if we had come back with the same beer,
I'm worried about that,
both
actually.
of them were German beers,
We're going straight to hell.
That would have been, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Germans. Hi, Michelle. I love you. Yeah, one of my best friends lives in Germany. But in this particular story,
does not pair well with the book.
No, you can't give a beer to the Germans for this.
No, they had plenty of French wine. So they need to just, you guys, you'll have your day, Germans, I promise. Yes. I love your beer, so right. We'll definitely be cheersing to that someday. Today is not that day.
Today's not that day. So anyways, we're going to go over, obviously, Kristin Hannah's The Nightingale.
Yes.
And this book came out a couple years ago, so both of us wanted to do this book because I don't know how to say anything without saying it's awesome.
So let's just
give me some better words than that.
Full disclosure this.
Yeah.
We had to open a new tab that says synonyms for amazing.
Because it's just so amazing, and I was like, I can't just have a whole podcast that says this book is so amazing. Amazing.
So it is an impressive, magnificent, and gorgeous book.
It's so
look
charming.
At that one. Poultridudinous.
There's some English nerd out there going, it's poultridudinous.
How dare you?
How dare you mess up that word?
Charming. Putrid is
I'm not proving myself.
Anti-putrid.
I just chugged a beer. Okay.
Yeah, give me a fucking break. Oh, first cuss word. I did it.
No way.
Okay.
That's not the first one.
First one of this podcast.
No,
I said shit and bitch. Those don't count.
Those are just regular words.
Audrey, you told me an amazing story earlier about cuss words. Can you please tell everyone else?
Yes, but I hope my mom doesn't kill me.
Your mom loves you.
Robin, don't kill me. So anyways, yes, I had my mom on the phone on the way here, and she's like, Audrey, I'm just loving your podcast. And I was like, did you hear all of our shout outs to you, Mom? Like a super kid nerd.
Are you proud of me?
Are you proud of me? And she's like, yes, I listen to all 4 episodes. And I was like, and we were just going through different details of it. And she's like, but can I just tell you something? And I was like, oh gosh, I know what's coming. And she's like, I am wearing my shirt right now. The I love Jesus, but I cuss a little. And she's like, cussing a little is fine. But you guys cuss so much. You and Beth cuss as much as Zeb, who's my husband.
I know.
And that says a lot because he is post-army. And so that definitely says a lot. And I was like, come on, we don't cuss that much. But I was like, I just kept going to, it's shock factor, Mom. She's like,
it's part of our job description.
She's like, but if your only descriptive word is fuck. She's like, I know you have a better vocabulary because I taught it to you.
Audrey is homeschooled.
I was homeschooled up until 6th grade. Give me a break.
I make fun of her relentlessly, even though
Every
homeschool,
day.
I'm actually pro homeschool.
Thank you.
But I'm also pro making fun of Audrey.
As much as possible.
And I'm surprised she still hangs out with me.
Yeah. So
sorry, Robin.
To Robin, we're gonna use more descriptive words. I'm not gonna say we're gonna cuss less, but we're gonna use more descriptive words.
And to Robin's point, I've heard a lot of the same feedback from my family, and when I found out that my mom was listening, my mom is the last person I thought would listen to this podcast. Like my dad, I don't think they knew what a podcast was. So I have just been, fuck this, fuck that, in this whole podcast. And then my mom texts me, and she's like, I love the podcast. I'm like, no. And she referenced our first episode when we're talking about like where we're from. And I stupidly, because I'm so funny, I was like, I was born in a boat. And my mom texted me, she's like, Beth Ann, you weren't born on a boat. And I was like, oh my gosh, she listened to the first episode? I talk about masturbation in the first episode. So, oh my God, I am absolutely mortified.
Oh, yeah. It is what it is, though.
I mean, part of me wants to, like, just be open in this podcast and just talk all of the shit about my life and the real things that go on. That includes fucking Walmart masturbation stories.
You know
but then another part of me is like, my dear mother is listening to this.
You know what? Who knows how long podcasts will last in today's society and technology? So not only will your mother hear it, but probably your grandkids.
My grandkids.
Your great-grandkids. Hey, little Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy. Named you after Jimmy Fallon. Your mom used to be obsessed with him.
Yeah.
The grandkid. That's a true story. I used to have a Jimmy Fallon website.
Oh, my gosh.
If any of you fans love Jimmy Fallon, for as long as I have, you'll recognize the name JimmyFallonPlayground.com. That used to be my website. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, so naturally, your grandkid's name is Jimmy. Mm-hmm, and I just want to formally say hello.
Yes.
You probably will never meet me.
I'm sorry, we're talking about masturbation, Jimmy. Again.
He's probably
fuck,
like,
I can't stop it. But then my father-in-law was like, I tried to listen, but woo. And I was like, you know what? I appreciate that. Maybe you're not our target audience, but like, how supportive was him?
Yes.
Like, was he trying to
your father-in-law? Yes, that's awesome.
And my dad, which is why we put our podcast on our website. He's actually a really smart dude. He's great at technology, but he could not figure out podcasts.
Interesting.
So he was like, well, I would have subscribed to this here podcast, but I have no idea how to listen to it. And I'm like, what do you mean? There's a link on iTunes and literally every social media thing I have. He's like, no, I wants to download it and I have to subscribe and I don't even have iTunes. And so that's cool. Anyway, Dad, I'm also sorry I cussed so much.
Right. He's definitely going to find this.
He will find this.
And he'll listen.
He'll like it, I think.
I think so, too.
But, yeah, okay.
Anyways, moving on. We digress.
Yes. So, Audrey.
Yes?
So this is the awkward part where I pretend I haven't seen Audrey all week, even though I have seen her damn near every day. So I'm not sure how to, like, circumvent that. I just want to tell a story about us shopping with Zeb.
Oh, my gosh. All right, listeners, I'm not going to tell the story to Beth because she was there. I'm going to tell the story to you.
Thank you.
Because you have to hear this. It was one of the worst days of my life.
No, it wasn't. And it was the best day of my life.
So Zeb is my husband, if you haven't caught on to that yet. And a couple days ago, we were at dinner, and my roommate / best friend texts us. We have a group message, and she's like, hey, I need new work clothes. I'm gonna go to TJ Maxx or whatever to go look for shirts. Do you want to do that? And I was like,
nope,
not really. But I'm reading the text out loud to Zeb, and he's like fuck yeah, I love shopping, let's go. And I was like, what?
With 2 girls, because I also agreed to go.
Yeah, because Beth also agreed to go.
Actually, 3 girls then.
Yeah. So me, my roommate, Megan, and then roommate / best friend. I need to make sure.
We got shit for not saying best
she was
friend.
like, why'd you keep calling? That was one of our
reviews.
Feedbacks on this podcast was that we call her roommate too much. She's like, I'm your best friend.
I love your impression of her.
So anyways,
she's totally
my
gonna
best
appreciate
friend
that.
and I and Beth and Zeb, we all went to TJ Maxx. We got some shirts, whatever. And then, but right next door is Ross. And Megan didn't find the clothes that she was looking for. So she was like, let's just go right next door. So we did. And you know how Ross has everything? You do. They have everything. And you can literally furnish your house while furnishing your closet. Building your closet? What's
Sure, yeah. They've got building supplies.
Yeah. I need to work on my words. That's
Again, we will take an English test after this, don't worry.
By podcast 100, we'll have it down.
We will learn
We'll have our
full
descriptive
sentences.
words, yeah. We'll learn full sentences. But anyways, so they have everything, and they've got some quirky things, and
Quirky.
I'm in the shoe section because they have great shoes, and I turn the corner, and Seb's got a fucking peacock, like a metal peacock. That's the size, I would say 3 or 4 feet tall.
Yep. This is not a small peacock.
No, it's huge, and it's like a rainbow-y color.
Oh, yeah.
And made of metal.
Yeah, it's a metallic rainbow.
Yeah, metallic
and it
rainbow.
like fades into the next color.
Mm-hmm. Very
It's
beautiful, I guess. And he's like looking at me. He's like, "Look what I found!" And I was like, "Cool." He's like, "I'm buying it." I was like, "No, don't do it." So I just start laughing uncontrollably, thinking that he was joking, and he ended up following through and buying it. But on our way to the checkout stand, he finds a framed picture of an ostrich.
Oh man, that is my favorite part.
Oh my gosh.
We need pictures of that on our social media right now.
We'll post it after.
Yeah, you
this.
need to, seriously.
Yeah.
They should be our mascots. The ostrich is like so proper looking.
Yeah, and it's
like
got like
royal
the
ostrich.
hat from those dancers from like the 1920s.
Yeah, like a flapper hat.
Yeah. And it looks like she's like about to go dancing or something. And so now we have a picture of an ostrich hanging up in our living room, along with the metallic
Rainbow peacock
in our living room, just for the whole world to see. They're so out of place. So out of place.
My favorite part was when Zeb was checking out, you were like hiding behind some clothes, and the whole time he's talking to the cashier like, "Don't you like my peacock?" He's like, "Isn't this a nice shiny peacock?" And then finally when the cashier just like gave him no shits, he did not care. He turned to you and was like, "Audrey, hold my peacock. Audrey, hold my peacock."
And the whole line is just dying of laughter. I like look back and they're just like, they can't even
And
hold
there's
it.
Audrey just red faced like, "This is my husband.
This is who I married."
You know, I've actually hung out with Zeb more this week than my own fucking husband. Because he works in Denver, so it's like a long journey home. And then every time he's home, I go hang out with you guys.
Right.
So I had to tell a story because Audrey hates it. We went to go see Wakanda together with our best friend roommate, Megan, as well, and Zebra. And, you know, when
Wakanda? Is that the title of it?
Oh, fucking, it's not called Wakanda.
You mean Black Panther?
Yeah, wow.
Which is in Wakanda.
Yeah.
That's
Wakanda, wow.
That's the place of the movie.
I'm leaving it. I was all confident about that, too.
We went to go see Wakanda. It's a great movie. No, we went to Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther was legit.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the movie, you know, they show the credits, and it's a Marvel movie, so, you know, you stick around for the next scene that, like, teases the next movie. Fucking Zeb just rips one. And it's not just like a cute little, like, toot. It is a full-on wet, juicy.
Like, did you just shit your pants?
Yes, it is a fart that vibrates off of the plastic seats.
Like, the whole room could feel it.
Yes, it shook our entire row.
And it was in, like, at the end of the previews when the music is over.
There was
and
no
it's just that
sound.
quiet pause before the next scene comes in. And he just, like, looks at me and goes, it's like comedic almost. Like, it came out of the cartoons. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
And I just ripped, I ripped him one in the opposite sense of the fact that I was just like, are you kidding me?
She was mortified.
Right now? No. Because there were so many people still in there and they heard it. They like all just.
Everyone started looking at us. And in these new like recliner seats, you could see everyone's faces. So like I'm looking in the back and Meg's looking in the front. Everyone is watching us.
Yeah.
they're watching Audrey melt into her seat because she cannot handle this. And Zeb just laughing his ass off.
Dying. You cannot stop laughing. And
Oh
the
my
whole
God,
time
it was
that
funny.
last scene was going through, we're all just...
We're like, what the fuck just happened in that
We're
scene?
acting like 16-year-olds at a movie theater.
I felt really bad for everyone else. It was like trying to watch the movie, and we're just like, he pooted.
He tooted.
Oh man, that was so good.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Zeb. You got 2 of our stories for this podcast.